So I'm going to talk about few of the scenarios. So there is a scenario saying that a new batch of 200 Windows 11 laptops arrives at the office, but users are struggling with manual setup. The IT team wants to automate OOBE out of box experience using Windows Autopilot in self-deploying mode to reduce support ticket by 80%, ensuring device join Azure AD without admin intervention. How are we gonna achieve this? What is the functionality will be used to achieve this? Anyone? Guys, it's an open forum. You can speak.
We can use like autopilot profile
Correct. We'll
to
be
register
using
the
the
device.
autopilot profile for that. So, first of all, we will be preparing the infrastructure. Okay. How we will prepare the infrastructure? I will show. So, take an example that this is the organization building company. Okay. Let's call it as organization star or something. ठीक. And now here they have brought 200 devices from the vendor. Okay, 200 devices. Now they want to enroll and they want to manage it that whatever the employees are there, like 200 employees are there. So 200 employees or 200 users will get these devices. We are expecting like that. Okay, it's not like that in the scenario, but we are assuming it. 200 users we will be giving the devices. So what are the prerequisites that needs to be fulfilled first? Prerequisites for enrollment. Anyone? What are the prereqs for the enrollment?
User account creation,
User account creation and
license assignment,
license assignment. Anyone else? Guys, speak up. License assignment, post that license assignment, what happens? Group creation, policy or configuration assignment. Then comes the scene of enrollment. We enable the automatic enrollment. Okay. If the requirement is there that it should be without user intervention and without the admin intervention. So they are saying that what they are looking for, users are struggling with manual setup. So manual setup they were struggling. What is the manual setup? That is joining the device with Azure AD or Intra ID. From where they join it, work or school account. So what happened means earlier they thought that there are 10 devices, so they gave the 10 devices to the users and they observed it like that. Organization or a company observes the situation, what is happening, so they will give the device to the end users. Okay, just understand. I imagine the scenario that there are 10 users. As an administrator, you gave the devices to 10 users. Now you ask them that you go to your work or school account and you do the things. So in the prerequisite, you have done all these things already for them. You have created the account, license assignment, group creation, policy, and all everything you have assigned. Means whatever the policies or whatever the requirement is there in your organization, whatever you have created, you have assigned it to them. Now you are asking them to enroll the device, so they are enrolling it. So there are two things coming up. Once you are fulfilling the prerequisite, and wait, I'm getting a call. Sorry to interrupt. Hello, हाँ भैया। अरे यार 6 बजे के बाद मुझे कॉल करिए आप। हाँ मैं मीटिंग में हूँ अभी। मैं उठ। किसका? वो गुमटी वाले को दे दीजिए, बोल दीजिए विपिन तिवारी को दे देना। भाई जल्दी कर लो यार, मैं मीटिंग में हूँ। विपिन तिवारी का पार्टनर है, वो दे दीजिएगा उसको। विपिन तिवारी वो ले लेगा। कहाँ गुमटी? गुमटी कहाँ है पता? उनसे पूछिए कहाँ पे मैं। आप कहाँ की गुमटी बता रहे हो? एक तो एसएस टावर से जो गली में मुड़े हो, नीचे अंदर आए हो, वही? अरे मतलब छोटी सी। हाँ हाँ हाँ, उन्हीं को दे दो, बोल दीजिए विपिन तिवारी आके ले लेगा। ओटीपी यार आएगी कि खोल के बताना पड़ेगा? यार मैसेज नहीं आया मुझे। हाँ 10 60 92। 92। एक ही है कि दोनों लेके आए हो आप? ठीक, 31 91 12 दूसरे की। हाँ ठीक। आंटी बैठी हैं क्या वहाँ पे? भैया बैठते थे उनके बेटे से दुकान पे। हाँ ठीक। ठीक है, ठीक 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 ठीक। ठीक है, आप रख दीजिए, मैं वहीं ले लूँगा, थैंक यू। Sorry guys, sorry to interrupt. So what I was talking about? Anyone?
Like, what do we do after joining to like
Yeah.
Azure AD and all?
Yeah, got it, got it. So there are two types of, now comes the enrollment types, that what type of enrollment organization is using. Means if you are saying that we have provided the organization device and now user has to do the enrollment by themselves, so they can join the device. And if an organization was doing that, they faced that users were not able to do it properly, and there were a lot of tickets coming up saying that they are not able to enroll, and we had to support on the tickets as well. So just to avoid the ticketing thing, what they did, they said that we will plan in such a way that the enrollment should not hamper the user's time, and it will be uh, means without any intervention from the user end, from the admin end. So they brought up the autopilot. Okay, autopilot came into the scene. Now autopilot, what it is, it started doing zero touch deployment. Anybody having any idea what is zero touch deployment?
Like no manual intervention required weapon for the setup, which is generally we call zero touch installation or some in terms of OSD deployment.
I'm showing something. Okay, I was reading yesterday. So in the autopilot, there are n number of things that how you want the enrollment to happen. Like if you want that enrollment should happen from the user intervention. User intervention means user had to put the credential, wait for it, that all the application and policies should install, then they will start working on it. And another method is there that they will just open the device and they will have everything on their devices just after opening the devices. And another thing is there that the enrollment that is being done by the vendor or by the admin end, means as an administrator you are there and you are doing the enrollment on behalf of the end users. Or have you heard about DEM? Anyone knows about it? We have already discussed about it, I expect. Device enrollment manager.
Mm, like who has the ability to enroll a device within
Enroll 1,000 devices.
1,000 devices?
So what is
Yes,
the maximum number of the devices that a user can enroll in Intune?
15.
By default 15.
Okay. And at which platform it is unlimited?
Azure AD we can Azure AD we can enroll
Unlimited
much
number
more
of
devices.
devices, yeah. But out of those unlimited number of devices, only 15 devices it will prefer on Intune to be managed, not more than that. Okay, so there is one functionality for allowing the user that maximum 1,000 devices can be enrolled by a user. That user will be known as the device enrollment manager. So we configure that setting in our Intune. Can anyone tell that from where we do that? We have already practiced it, I expect. From where we configure the device enrollment manager.
Go to window
Enrollments.
and enrollment. Yes. And then,
Enrollment, then we have to scroll it from up. So
no,
I'm
there is
just
an option on the right side.
on
Device
the,
enrollment
yeah,
setting.
on the right side only. So this happened with me, not with me, with one of my friend. Means she was sharing the information. She gave MD 102 exam recently. So there was a question, means same question as we have in this lab. The same question was there in the exam. They asked that to configure the device enrollment manager as Alan Diong, and what are the things that Alan Diong will be able to do. Okay, so she was looking for that option under device and enrollment section, scrolling it down, not seeing it above. So this is also important that we should remember few of the options that where they exist actually. While you are giving the MD 102 exam, you have to save the time as well. Okay, so once we will add a user here, if I'm clicking on add and using adding any user, and I do not exist here. So any user we can put the credential, we can add it. So that user will be having the access to enroll 1,000 devices. Got it? So DEM is a mode of enrollment. So these are the mode of the enrollment which usually happen. So we will be discussing each mode of the enrollment in autopilot, how it happens. And then we will be understanding what the scenario means, what the requirement actually is saying. So these type of requirement usually you get in the organization, in the companies. Okay, they if you go to the interviews, so let's assume that you are going to an interview in a company. Okay, like you went to company A and company A started taking your interviews asking about Intune. So they will be asking, they will be try to understand that how much understanding you have regarding autopilot or regarding Intune, anything. So they will ask, they will give you a scenario that might have already happened in their company, means that is already happened and infrastructure is already set up in the company. Whatever the project they are going to hire in, or whatever the project they are going to give you, in the project already the infrastructure is ready, but then also they are asking the question that if you are asked to enroll 100 devices, how you will enroll it, just to understand that whether you are capable of doing it if the requirement is coming up. if you understand the workflow, how autopilot is actually working. Are you guys getting it? Means what I want to convey.
Yes.
It's not
Yes,
like that. It's not like that that you will go to any organization, they will hire you as an Intune engineer, then they are going to provide you these things to do. No, these things will already be done. You just have to monitor, you just have to take care of it, and if there is anything new coming up, you have to add that new thing in it. But just for uh, the world is like that only. You have to know everything, whether you do it or you don't do it. Okay, you will be considered as smart if you don't do it, but you know it that how to do. Okay, so autopilot scenarios I was telling, Windows Autopilot user driven mode is there on scenario that they want it as user driven. So device for a single user runs the deployment. How it runs? You set up it. The the device will be enrolled to the autopilot, and now the device will be provided to the end user. End user will do the reset. Okay, what are the things I will give you in the writing? I will tell the story. You guys might forget it. Okay, so I will tell you like that how user driven mode usually works. So in the autopilot user driven mode we are discussing user driven. Okay, in the user driven you have fulfilled all these requirements, means you have assigned, created the user and everything you have done, and user driven will be achieved once. One more prerequisite that you have to fulfill, that you have to configure the autopilot deployment profile. Okay, so autopilot deployment profile, you have all these settings. Group creation, you will create a group. Okay, that group will be a ZTD dynamic group. Okay, I'm just giving the background of it, then once we will be doing it, we will understand that how actually it is happening. So ZTD dynamic group will be there. This is a prerequisite. We have created dynamic group. Okay, what ZTD is? You have a laptop with you, you have a device. Let's consider my charger is a device. Okay, this device is having a unique ID. Are you guys able to see?
yes, Vip.
This device is having the unique ID, and this unique ID will be known to Intune. To Intune, inside Intune, there is a functionality named as Autopilot. That Autopilot will read the identity of this device. That identity, what identity Autopilot can read? That is HWID, file or hardware ID. So it reads the hardware ID. Hardware ID will be fetched. That CSV file that is in CSV format. It looks like Excel. Okay. So if anybody have performed that, I expect that you guys might be knowing about it. So I will show it here. We will be doing it. We will be fetching out the hardware IDs and then uploading it. So hardware ID of the device will be fetched. It can be fetched if this is a new device. It can be fetched by vendor or anyone. Or means you have ordered the device. Devices came to you as you are the engineer. You are the administrator. The device is with you. You will open the device. You will fetch out the hardware ID and you will upload that hardware ID to Intune. So before uploading that hardware ID, what are the things should be ready? Group creation, deployment profile, out of box experience page, and ESP page. So if you have the group, you will upload the hardware ID and you will assign that hardware ID to that group. Okay, so it means that you have to make a group handy. It should be handy. It should already be there. Then the deployment profile should be there. That what in the deployment profile, what is the mode that you are going to use. So in the deployment profile, we will be defining as no, it is going to be the user driven mode. Guys, getting it? It's a bit complicated, means we have to keep a topic on hold and understand the another topic. So we have kept the user driven mode hold here. Okay, this we want to achieve, and in order to achieve this we have to do this, and then we have to do this first in order to achieve this. Getting it? Or I'm confusing you guys?
Hmm. So it's confusing actually.
A bit confusing, I understand. Once we will be doing it, then we will be learning it. See, user driven mode, you are given the scenario that it should be user driven mode. What user driven mode does, that I explained it, that what it does, that user has to intervene, user has to work. Now to get this requirement done, I'm repeating it. Okay, to get this requirement done, what are the things that we have to do in Intune? So these are the things that we have to do in Intune. We have to create a group first, so that, why we have to create a group first, so that once we upload this hardware ID, means this hardware identity, which needs to be enrolled as a user driven, we have to upload, we have to assign a group to it. Means how the device ID, or how Intune will understand that what you want to do with this device. Okay, this device ID. So for that we have created a group. Okay, that is called as JTD dynamic group. How it will pick up the hardware ID? If you have created a JTD dynamic group, it is going to pick all the hardware IDs you are uploading in Autopilot, and it is going to create the group with that hardware IDs, that device names. Okay, getting it? When we create a dynamic group, what it does? Let's create a dynamic group. Okay, all groups, new group, group name Autopilot I am giving. Okay, group description JTD dynamic group. Microsoft Intune can be no. Assignment type we are going to keep as a dynamic device group. Okay, because we are uploading the device, not the users. So dynamic device query we have to put in. So like this we can search, and it's a bit slow. Okay, this is the query. Device physical ID any contains JTD ID. Okay. Done. We will validate it. Save, create, done. The group name is autopilot test. Okay, we have to remember it. The group creation is done. I will mark it as done.
That syntax is for what we think.
That syntax, this is the query, means you are telling that means you have to do this query on all the devices that we have, okay, in the environment. And if you find, if it is
Yes,
device is
sir.
containing JTD ID, then you bring that device in this group. Got it?
Yes, we can come.
So what it is doing means once it will find any of the devices in your Intune, in your tenant, coming up and having JTD ID inside it, so it will bring that device in this group. Okay, let's enroll WS3. Okay, so WS3 is this device. Let's consider WS3 is this device. Hey, let me see whether I have already enrolled WS3 or somewhere. Okay, WS2 is enrolled. WS3. Okay, so WS3 is there. We will just validate it, check it that was it enrolled or not for any of the account. Okay, let's do it later on. First, this prerequisite needs to be fulfilled. JetTD we will upload it at last. Okay, once everything is ready. Okay, this is done. Just please be focused on it. And deployment profile they want as a user driven. This is done. This group is done. Deployment profile now we have to create first. We are setuping means we are learning the autopilot, guys. Okay, I haven't told that we are learning the autopilot. So we are learning the autopilot at the moment. Just understand that how we are configuring the user driven mode in the autopilot. We will be learning a mode, these modes. Okay, I was showing this, these modes: autopilot, user driven, then autopilot pre-provisioned, then autopilot self deployment, then Windows Autopilot deployment for existing device, then Windows Autopilot reset. These things we are going to learn one by one, scenario based. So first scenario was this user driven. We are learning the user driven. So to do the user driven, there should be configuration already done. Are we guys in on the same pace? Means if you guys will be with me, then my energy will also be there. Hello.
Yes, yes, we are actually checking on the call. So yeah.
Okay, now I am going to take the attendance. Arun, are you there? Arun, okay, Arun is not there. Devaragya, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name. I will call you Dev. Dev, are you there?
It's 100.
Okay, after Dev, who was there? Yeah, Hanesh. Hanesh, are you there?
Yes, we can. Okay.
Okay, Hanish. Incognito is Hanish, I expect. Or Ishan.
Isaac, yes.
Okay, Jaidev, are you there?
Ah,
Dev?
yes, I'm here. Yep, yep, I'm
Okay,
here. Thanks.
Samuel. Samuel is also there. Praveen.
Yeah, bro, I'm also available.
Sudhir, okay, he asked to do the recording. Is there in the session? Varun is there, I know.
Yeah.
So, so now I am going to ask a question. What happens in the user-driven mode?
User has to enroll the device by putting into the credentials.
Okay. And to configure the user-driven mode, what are the things required? What setting we should configure it in Intune?
We will create group first and add the user.
Okay.
And
And one
something more actually.
Background noise from someone's end. Samuel, at your end.
Third step actually I'm not able to recall.
Okay, third step is deployment profile. Then out of box experience page. Then ESP. ESP we call it as enrollment status page. Okay, just 1 minute getting a call. हेलो हाँ जी कौन भाई नहीं मैं सुमित सिंह बोल रहा हूँ विपिन कौन है भाई मुझे बहुत कॉल आ चुका है मैं विपिन नहीं हूँ तो मुझे क्यों बता रहे हो आप भाई रॉन्ग नंबर है रॉन्ग नंबर है ठीक है कॉल रखिए sorry guys got the call so I was talking about these are the requirement enrollment status page okay so what we have just gone through that user driven mode requirement these things we have to fulfill it now we will be creating the deployment profile to create the deployment profile in the deployment profile only we are going to define that what mode of the enrollment it is going to be so as we have to do it for the autopilot so we will be looking for the autopilot setting once you come to the Windows Autopilot section you see the devices first thing I'm opening it in a new tab अरे अभिषेक okay so the first part is the devices I'm trying to open in a new page So this is the page where we import the autopilot hash file. It is saying that autopilot setting not found. So before that, we have to configure the autopilot settings. Autopilot settings mean deployment profile and all we have to create it. Coming to the deployment profile, we have to create a deployment profile. How it looks for the Windows PCs we are going to create because we have to enroll a Windows PC. Name I will give as test deployment profile. No. Test one I am giving, okay? Not that much big name. Convert all targeted devices to autopilot. What does this? Select yes to register all devices to autopilot. If they are not already registered, the next time registered device go through the Windows autopilot. They will go through. We will do the yes. Moving next, out of box experience page. Now we are going to configure the deployment. We are going to set as a user driven, not as a self deploying. Okay, because we have to do the user driven. And what is going to be the joint type? That is that will stay as the intra joint. Okay, not the hybrid joint. These are the settings whether you want Microsoft software license terms, you don't want to show it to the user private because we are doing the user driven mode. If you will do the self deploying mode, these are the graded out. So user driven mode only you can see these options whether you want to allow the end user to see the software licenses terms on that page and privacy settings on that page. No, you are hiding it. Hide change account option, you are hiding it. User account type, you don't want it as an administrator, you want it as a standard user. Allow pre-provision deployment, that we will be discussing. We are not allowing the pre-provisioning the deployment. So I expect that Bhargava just remind me about the pre-provisioning deployment, that how we are doing in the user driven mode. It's a part of the user driven. Pre-provisioning is a part of user driven. Getting guys?
Yeah, Vipin.
Language region, as per the operating system what we have already in the device. Automatically configure keyboard, yes. Apply device name template if you want to apply the device name template, that the device which are going to be enrolled, that what should be the name. If you would have seen that the devices are having their name something else. Okay, getting guys?
Yeah, Vipin.
I'm going to keep it as a test. How it was. Okay,
Test one,
test
I think.
percentage rand comma x percentage. We will keep it as a serial number.
Vipin, you have to put a percentage, ampersand is there before serial.
Yeah, I have put in and that. Okay, and serial. Fine. Expect now it should be okay. Okay, if I
Remove that. Remove that rand, and then I think
Not
don't think it will require semicolon.
semicolon or next. You can put serial.
Yes.
so test and then serial number of the device will be there in the configuration. Thank you, Abhishek, for joining, and I'm really sorry that we
I
were
got confused either. Okay, 4 o'clock. I
no,
think you can have.
I was confirming.
No worries.
Okay, so now this out of box experience page will be assigned to a group that we have already created, that dynamic group, because we want that this should be applied on that devices which are there inside this autopilot test group. Review and created. The deployment profile is ready. Okay. Now this is done. Deployment profile, user driven, done. Out of box experience page, done. Now ESP. We have to understand that what is ESP, what ESP does. Enrollment status page. If you will read here,
So we've been out of experience box means for the new machine, right?
for the new machines, yeah, not for the
Okay.
existing machines.
Mhm.
New machine only you are enrolling. I was giving the example. This is the device that you have to enroll. WS3 we have to enroll, na? So WS3 we will take out the autopilot has ID. We will do the enrollment. We
Mhm.
will be seeing all those things. What we have done that here or what we have configured it here. We will be seeing that thing inside once we will start the enrollment.
Okay, so
Okay.
if someone asks what do you mean by out of box experience? So we can say that it's for new machine, basically.
Out of box experience page means it is out of box experience page. If anyone asks about it, then it is a page which gives the user a functionality or user experience that you can choose the things that what you want, what type of keyboard you want. Means it is there in the user driven mode, not in the self deployment mode.
Okay.
So enrollment status page, now it shows apps and profile installation statuses to users during setup.
Vipin, are we recording it?
Yeah, it's
Today's
getting
call?
recorded.
Okay, cool. I
So
missed almost an hour, so I'll watch it later.
enrollment status page shows app and profiles which is coming on the device post the enrollment is done. How it looks like? Okay, I will show it here. It looks like this. Okay. Once you do the reset, means you try to do the enrollment of the device, it will show that what are the applications you have put in that is getting downloaded, what are the means policies or settings you have applied which is getting downloaded, and many other things also it is going to show up here on the ESP profile. So this is a status page, means you cannot do any settings, means you are not doing any settings or you are not configuring anything. You are just giving a visual interface to the end user that yeah, you have keep the patience, don't get bored, things are getting done. Okay. So for that the ESP configuration is there. So enrollment status page, there is already a default enrollment status page. As we were talking about some policy, if anyone remembers that where there is something, some criteria, something is there in Intune for which we give the priorities, for which we create the priorities, application protection policies. We have application protection policies when we are assigning any policy, application protection policy. So we give priority that which policy should be applied. There is already a default policy being assigned to everyone, application protection, because the main agenda of Intune is to give the security to the endpoint. So it is giving the security to endpoint by default in the app protection policy. Same way, it is also giving a ESP page as a default. If you want to create your own ESP page with your branding and all, logo and all, okay, there should be logo of your organization coming up showing there. Test one I am giving. Show app and profile configuration progress. Yes, you want to show it. Now, if you want that, users should wait not more than 60 minutes, not more than 120 minutes. You can configure that time, that there should be a waiting time period. That means if you ask someone to wait, that you wait, I'm coming, so you will tell that person when you are going to come, or else that person is going to wait till eternity. Okay. So here we are defining that time that if user is waiting for 60 minutes and it's not getting completed, the enrollment is not getting completed, it will throw an error. And the error which will come, it can be automated message that setup could not be completed, please try again later. You can modify this automated message as well as per the requirement. So this is the best thing that we do. Means if someone is waiting for you at longer time and you cannot come, then you can send a message to that person that yeah, I'm really sorry that you were waiting for me for so long, I'll be there soon with you, like that. Okay, then other things, that whether you want to allow that person or that device or that user to collect the diagnostic log once the failure happened, or you only want to show the page device provisioned by out of box experience page. Yes. Install Windows updates might restart the device. Yes. If you are selecting it as no, it won't install the Windows updates. What is the base image, base OS of the device, it's going to take that only. If you are doing yes, this is the beauty of it. Earlier, how it was happening, anyone earlier how it was happening, you had to do the Windows update. If you are setting a new device in
Right.
the environment, you have to do it. This is the beauty of it, just one click.
First install the image the machine and then go for
uh,
that Windows update.
Here just one click, things are done, you don't have to do anything. Okay, it's the beauty of it. So you have done this. Block device use until all apps and profiles are installed. You can do that. That you are telling the user that until unless you are not fulfilling this criteria, until unless you are not capable of waiting for me, I'm not going to be with you. I'm not going to give that importance to you. Same way Intune is, that ESP page is telling to the end user that until unless you are not waiting that all the things should be done at your end, you won't be able to use the services. Allow users to reset device and installation error occurs. So you can allow or you can block. So here it is no. So it's joining. Okay, so allow users to reset device if installation error occurs. So if you want to allow it, you can allow. If you don't want to allow it, leave it. Allow users to use device if installation errors occurs. No, we cannot allow it because anyone, why we cannot allow it?
If there is any installation error and then we allow the user to
Hmm.
log into the device, or it may impact adversely. We may not know. Even say
Yeah, yeah.
the basic one, Windows
Security.
update won't work, or
Hmm.
some
Windows.
apps won't work.
Correct, correct, correct. There will be
Right.
some misconfiguration in the device.
Misconfiguration. Right.
So block device use until required apps are installed if they are assigned to the user device. Okay, that we have selected as, or we can do the selected. That what
Okay.
are the
So
apps?
one question on that. Sometimes this autopilot takes a very long time to provision, and
Hmm.
I've heard that if you have a big app catalog to be installed during provisioning, some companies what they do, they install the basic ones, and then the machine gets machine gets
Enrollment.
imaged, or machine is ready
Hmm.
to use,
Then after
enrolled,
that,
yes, and later, yeah. So how is this controlled here?
no, no, it is not controlled here. Means here we are just assigning. Once you will do the assignment, see, you are doing this
Hmm.
assignment. You did the assignment for the group, adding the group.
Yeah.
I will be
Hmm.
just be with me. You will understand that how we are
Okay.
doing. This is the group dynamic group autopilot test.
Hmm.
This dynamic group is a ZTD dynamic group. Means
Yeah.
all the devices which are autopilot, that will be there inside this group.
Right.
Now, when it comes to the application which is getting installed during the SP, So the
Hmm.
application which will be assigned to this group will get installed during the ESP.
No, that's okay. But say you have 10 apps,
If you are
10
assigning 10
apps.
apps to
Okay.
this group, those 10 apps will get installed during
Hmm.
ESP.
Okay. Go to settings and block devices. Use until scroll down and then click on no no go previous and then click on selected
Yeah,
blocking apps.
here also we can select the apps like O365 company portal.
Mm,
But I was telling about the
right. So these
assignment. These,
assignment, yeah. So if that's what I wanted to understand. So these will become the mandatory application, I believe, that this
yeah, yeah,
should
yeah.
be installed.
Yeah. This should be installed. Like company portal or some
Right, these
supporting
should be
application.
installed. Yes, company portal or anything which you believe that before giving to the user, and then enrollment will happen, and slowly in the background, other apps will keep coming.
Correct. So that is
So
that
this
the
is
thing.
the place, right?
Yeah, this is the place. And one more thing that we can do, if means what is the safest mode that we are doing it.
Hmm.
So first of all, we will understand that if we are assigning like company portal, we are selecting it here, company portal. That
Right.
company portal should be installed, or Rapid 7 for the collection of the data. That's the mandatory application, or your antivirus application. It can be
Antivirus application.
Symantec
Yes.
or Sentinel one. So these are the
Yep.
required application we are assigning it. Means I'm telling with the
Yep.
perspective of my organization what actually is happening there.
Yep.
In all the organization, I expect this happens. Big organizations actually. Small
Right.
organization, what they are doing it when they are configuring the user-driven mode profile, they want that user should not wait much time on that. So they are not
Right.
assigning any
Right.
application here.
Yep.
They are assigning the application later on once the device is enrolled. So what they are using this
Yes.
group to assign the application. So you have, it depends upon the requirement totally. Means I'm not forcing it, but as an Intune engineer, whenever I'll be asked that you have to configure the user driven mode for 200 users, 200 devices, then I won't be assigning any of the application in ESP enrollment.
Mm.
I will prefer that all the applications should download post the enrollment. And we'll send a communication instead of doing this, we'll send a communication to the end user that you have to wait once the enrollment is done. You have to wait like 1 hour, 2 hours, like that. I will tell them. But because at least user will be able to see the screen, the desktop, they will be able to move the cursor, they will be able to check the things.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Right.
main agenda
They will be happy.
we have to think like that. Means a user is there, we don't know that how user thinks. There are some users who will feel good that okay, let's wait for it. This is a IT related task and it takes time. They will think like that. Oh, we have to wait for this technology to be at our pace. Okay, be with us. So they will keep the patience. But there are the end users, those who don't keep the patience. They say that where is the desktop? They will wait for the desktop screen. So for that, we prefer this or we suggest this. This is as an example. You can give it to your requirement or any of the company where you are going. Depends upon the number of the devices also. If you are having 100 or 50 devices or 200 devices maximum, then you can suggest this idea. But if you are having 1,000 number of the devices, then don't suggest.
Right.
Then don't suggest that idea because it might be a security risk. You cannot go and communicate to the 1,000 users telling them that you can wait. Okay, if it is a for a particular department like HR department, you have brought up a new department in your company like AI department. Okay, those who are managing the AI related issues, AI related, Copilot related issues. So Copilot team is there. So there are 15 members and 15 members should be assigned with a another configuration. Okay, another deployment configuration. It is user driven. Then you can choose this option. You can tell them that your applications and required things will download once the enrollment is complete, so just
Yes.
wait for some time, like that we can tell.
Mm.
So it was a good question, Abhishek. Thank you for bringing it up. But I wanted, I would have discussed with another scenario that we have it. So there are 100 scenarios I have prepared with me.
Oh.
So I have retained 10 categories of the organization, means 10 categories means service based organizations or
Mm,
product based organization, small startup organization, how the requirement they give to an Intune engineer. So as per that I have prepared, and we will be discussing each one. Okay.
okay.
So like that we have created it. Assignment, we have assigned this to our group which we have it. Scope tags not required, and then review and create it. Okay, it's done now. Means you have made the environment ready. Now, as an Intune engineer, you don't have to do. You have set the priority as one for this ESP. You don't have to do now anything. What will be done now? What is the requirement that we have to do from the now from the device, and you have to do. This was your device. Okay, WS3 was your device, and you have given to the end user. Before giving it to the end user, you have to set up it, means you have to do the enrollment first. So to do the enrollment, we have to fetch out the hash id of this device.
Right.
So this machine is actually at vendor end, we can say, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is with you or at the vendor end. If you
Mm-hmm.
are asking the vendor to upload the hardware had hash IDs, so
Mm-hmm.
vendor will do on behalf of you, or vendor has delivered the device to you. It is with you. WS3 is with you, and
Mm-hmm.
you have to give it to a end user. So instead of enrolling it waiting with the end user, what you will do, you will fetch out the hash id, upload it directly in your Intune, and then give the device to the end user. You will
No, in
tell.
case if the machine is with vendor and he supposed to send the machine to the user end, he have
Mm-hmm.
that he has the
That is
address and
boss zero touch deployment. We are talking about user driven deployment. In the zero
uh,
touch deployment also this happens.
mhm.
So inside the zero touch deployment only the user driven mode is there. Then inside the zero touch deployment pre-provisioning is there. Zero touch deployment means you are a king sitting at a one place. You told to your vendor that you deliver the device to USA. This is user is sitting here. You get the location, everything. Now the vendor will ask that you give me the tenant details. You will give your tenant details. Okay, so and so my tenant detail is there. You upload the devices and you deliver it. But you have to make these things ready that we were making it right now.
Yes,
Okay,
at
these things you
Intune
have
admin
made
end we
already
can
ready.
yeah
Okay.
at admin end we can make these changes,
Hmm.
but the machine is at vendor end. So
Machine is at vendor end. Now, vendor, you will tell the vendor, okay, so and so configuration we have done. This is the tenant details. You upload the hardware hash ID. So if there are 200 devices, the vendor will upload the 200 hash IDs. Bulk import they will do in Intune, and they will say that you can validate at your end. Now you can validate at your end. Okay, in your dynamic group you will see that the devices will show up. Now the user vendor will deliver the devices to end users. Okay, so once it is there with the end user, so if you are following the user driven mode in the organization, you will prepare an SOP document or something, some document you will prepare, and which you have to pre-communicate to the end users that when you will be provided a device from the vendor end, means when you will receive the parcel of the device, how you have to do the enrollment, how you have to set up the device. So you will prepare a document, you will give it to the user that you have to open the device. Okay, you have to put in your credentials. You have to do the reset of the device. You have to put in your credentials. Then ESP page will come. Things will download. Like that, you will prepare in a document so that user understand that what user has to do in the user driven mode.
okay.
Okay, so either here you can think that I'm a vendor or I'm a Intune administrator. Both you can think. So I have opened Windows PowerShell. What are the commands required? We will get that command from here only.
Get autopilot.
Get autopilot hash
Ash. There is some, yeah.
PowerShell command, like that you can search No need to remember the command, but you have to remember this thing.
So Vipin has or serial number of the machine both are different, right?
Hardware ID is the JetTD ID.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I'm fetching out the device ID. You will be seeing that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I've copied, pasted.
No,
See,
no, no. You have to put it on notepad one by one.
I will run it once. It will run.
Then a PowerShell ISC. Now, one of my guy told me something else. A new thing has come directly on only one command, but you should have the enrollment rights, and it will upload
Enrollment
that
right.
info
You
directly.
see, you see this command set execution
Yeah,
policy. So this command, that is why I'm running before that. There are two main commands. Okay, install scripts. These are the main commands. Okay,
right.
and one more thing, that where you want to store. If you are,
Store this.
yeah. So for storing,
Yeah.
you are telling that no, you store it here. C drive,
Mm,
create a SWID folder, and you store it here. So these are the commands. Means we can understand.
yeah.
Now, if I'll click enter, it created the folder.
Mm.
Now, execution policy, it is asking that whether you want to accept or not. We will select A as yes to all.
This is where most of the time we also get the error.
Administrator rights are required. With the admin, I
Uh,
have to open the power.
we have to open that administrator. Let me search for that.
I have opened with admin, pasted, paste to the. Again, you have to select Y. A. You are installing scripts from authorized. Done.
Done.
Okay, this
Yes.
is the serial number. Now here it is. This PC local disk SWID. This is the CSV file.
Yes.
Okay. Now we have to upload it on Intune. Here only I will log into my Intune. I'm logging it here just to save the time, but once the hardware hash ID will be there inside the device. Okay, the device you are trying to enroll. So from that device, you have to take it out to upload it.
Okay, so this access will also have the vendor.
Yeah, vendor will have that access. That thing that vendor will do it.
Hmm. So that he can upload the hash ID.
Uh,
Yes.
Okay.
why the password is wrong? Serial number so that we can recognize if there are already 1,000 devices in your environment. So what I recommend that, yeah, this is going to have okay to me only 37. Now, from where to upload, come to devices, enrollment. It is my favorite topic actually. Everyone's favorite topic, in
till,
fact.
till the time it works.
No, it is like that. That means the confidence is there, though it is going to work. So, uh, the number of times you will do it,
Yeah,
you will realize that I'm not making any mistake. I am doing things perfectly. So that confidence comes once you do it many times. I am being a maths student. I'm still really good in maths still. So in coming days, I'm going to give the interview for the CDS.
oh,
Okay. So side by side means I feel proud on myself that side by side working and then appearing for this CDS, Combined Defense Services, okay, exam. So I cleared it and now I'm going for the SSB interview. So like that, the confidence comes with the work also, the things that you do. If you are doing things with your heart, okay, so nowhere you have to feel doubt that it's going to fail or we are going to fail or something is going to happen. We have to be optimistic. But if you are going to some other organization, some new organization, so things will be already set up, the infrastructure will already be developed. It won't be you that who has developed it. So that confidence might not be there that things are working perfectly. So you have to check the things.
right.
So it's going to take some time to get uploaded.
Yeah, it takes around 15-20 minutes. No, what I was saying, Vipin, I'll
Mhm.
just put one command in the chat. So sometimes the users are not. So one of my friend found it. So
Mhm.
let me put that in the, where is the chat? Chat, chat,
Chat section there is it is here.
chat with everyone. Yes. So this one.
Shift F10.
So if you look at the command, it says get Windows Autopilot info online. So online means it, and then if you are the Intune administrator, then you just sign in with your ID. It will collect the things and it will directly upload to your tenant. You don't need to. We don't need to go and then do this enrollment devices, then import the file.
This
One of my
is
friend found this
this is Autopilot
useful.
V2.
Ah,
What we are learning right now, that is V1, and that is widely followed at this moment. But in coming days, V2 is going to be there in the scene.
so what
V2
is the major difference
major
between V1 and
major difference. You just bifurcate it with that the device hardware will be involved in
mm-hmm.
V1, and in V2 hardware won't be involved. Everything will be online.
Okay.
Just a simple thing. And if you want to search the difference autopilot V1 versus V2, so V1 requires uploading hardware hash, means
Mm-hmm.
hardware will be required. V2 does not
Okay.
require this. Okay, so hardware involvement won't be there. The method which you are telling, that is a V2 method.
Okay.
So V2 is generally faster and more reliable. So this is a myth at this moment. Okay, so this is a version 2 of Autopilot. This is a myth in the organization. That means, the traditional thing, if we are stick to that, we will stay with that. Means
Mm,
I will give you one example. My parents, okay, so they are so traditional bounded that they are so much into the tradition that they don't allow me to travel. Means if someone has passed away in the family, they say that if you are traveling, you are taking that bad omen with you. It's like that. So I just told them no, means People will come and people will go. If you will think logically that people are taking birth and people will die, so we will be lamenting on that, we will be just being sad on that for some days, but later on we have to carry on, we have to move ahead with that. So they say that no, early since starting it was decided that you have to wait for 13 days. After 13 days only you will be coming out of that lamentation, that sadness, means that environment. So traditional things, people are so much stick to it that they consider the new thing or the modern thing as a myth. Okay, so something that they won't be able to adopt it, means it, the modern things are not that much easy to adopt it until unless we do the comparison. We see the things happening at another end and we see that no, it is beautiful, it is looking good, then we adopt it. The same way it started happening with the Intune also, with the autopilot also. Earlier, the BlackBerry was there in the environment. So in 2011 to 2015, the BlackBerry was the king. Everyone was inside the BlackBerry.
Yes.
Okay, and then later on, Intune came and adopted the world. So it's like that. So V2 is like that only. People are not much adopting.
V2 supports only Azure AD, exclusively supports Azure AD
As
join.
you already joined,
So,
yeah, as you already
so
joined.
most of
So
the companies
So most of the
will,
companies, means startup companies, the small companies, they
yeah,
are
the small companies will have it,
will have it. The
but
big companies, they have the ADDS actually with them.
right,
So
correct.
they prefer the B1 mode only.
Yep.
I'm expecting that in coming days V3 is going to come. Means I see the dream like that, means we have a dream which which we think that it should happen like that. Means once I started working on Intune, let's talk about it. Once I started working on Intune, one of my senior told that you see that group is there, okay, that group, you have to validate that how many members are there in that group, and those members whether they are having a particular application or not. Let's take M365 application or 7zip application, whether they are having or not. So once we go to the groups in Intune, we cannot see that what are the things that group is assigned to. If you have
Mhm.
explored Intune, I am showing it. So here I went it. So I was expecting that, means Intune is user friendly. I have heard, I have read the things. So I was expecting that that functionality should be there. I went to my senior. I asked him that in my Intune this is not appearing. He started laughing. He told that you are living in imagination, Bipin. That was never there in Intune. So sometimes whatever we are imagining it, it happens. And same, my senior only who was giving me the training, he told me about the V2 also. That means we were imagining the things that if this happens, it would be really great. Now that is happening at the moment. Okay, getting what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's
Right.
like that only. The world is like that, means whatever you are imagining at the moment, that might happen in coming days. So the same thing happened. So that is why the quote also says that whatever you are dreaming, you should just stick to it and you should start working on it. You will achieve it one day. So it's like that only.
Mm.
So I was looking for the group, means let's take an example. This was the group, and I was looking that whether where I can find that what are the things this group has been assigned to. I couldn't find it.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
in coming days, I am expecting. Means I will be writing an article on that to Microsoft, saying that whether it is possible or not. There are some drawbacks of it, but that drawbacks, I think that can be limited. Means they will limit that drawbacks. That drawback should not be there. So like that, I was thinking. So V2, we were talking about V2. So V2 is we will do the comparison table. Hybrid AD join, it doesn't accept it. So that's also one reason for the big organization. If yeah, they are managing the co-management, they are managing the SCCM configuration manager.
SSC.
So they will not go with V2. But for a particular set of the scenario, they can go. For the particular department, they can go. Means for executive, it's a good thing in my organization also. So the project which I am working at HCL currently. So in that project, there are a number of departments. So account department, big account department is there. Whole accounting part they do it. So it's a really big project. Earlier, there it was only one company. Now that company has merged another company with it. So you would have heard about DSM Farmanish. So DSM Farmanish, I can share the name and not the information. So people who will be watching the recording, so they will think that this person is sharing the personal information. It's not a personal information. It's just a considerable information which I'm sharing. Deployment mode, if we will talk, it's a bit slower, like it takes time for the users, for you also. But in the V2, it is faster because it is online. Policy structure. So single policy we can assign in V2. Simple policy, a simple policy is being assigned. But if you are doing multiple configuration, multiple things, so V2 is good. App deployment maximum 100. Here you can deploy only 10. So limits are there. Okay, so as I was saying that if new thing will come up, so it will come up with some limits. Okay, guys, any other thing?
No, cool. Let's
Vipin, I
see.
have a question actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, I have a question regarding hybrid, environment.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose we have a company where there are 3,000 machines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
On hybrid.
on hybrid. Okay,
Domain server. Domain. Okay. Domain join.
okay. That is both are in on premise and Azure Ready joint.
Mm-hmm.
Now, suppose in last 2 or 3 years, probably they have adopted Intune.
Okay.
Okay, now gradually they want to roll out this autopilot thing for all of their laptops, right?
The devices
Okay,
which already exist,
yes, yeah,
they
that
can they cannot do the autopilot for that. How they will do it?
no, that is what my question is. Suppose
Mm-hmm.
now I have 3,000 devices which are already deployed into production.
Mm-hmm.
How do I upload the hardware IDs, or how do I get extract the hardware IDs for all the devices which are in production at this point of time?
No, you don't have to do that. No, no. That is going to take a lot of time. 3,000 devices you will go manually and you will take out the hardware IDs and upload it with the
No, then
autopilot.
how do I
See,
assign autopilot profile for
Intune,
those
Intune
devices?
is not having only autopilot method as a part of enrollment. If
Mm-hmm,
the device is being managed on the domain server,
mm-hmm,
SCCM,
mm-hmm,
let's take example SCCM. So
mm-hmm.
that devices can be migrated to Intune with the help of the configuration manager tool.
Okay.
So those devices which are there on SCCM, they will be coming up, they will be syncing up with your intra, and they will be coming up to your another MDM that you are using it. So
Mm-hmm,
Intune is an MDM. Intra is an
mm-hmm,
entry point. So from intra, these devices will take the entry. Okay, AD
mm-hmm,
sync to the domain means we have the ADDS. Okay, on the ADDS, the devices will be there.
mm-hmm,
From so those devices will be there in any of the OUs, organization units. Okay,
mm-hmm,
let's take an example. 3,000 devices are there. Not all 3,000 devices will be there in the same OU. I expect there will be different OUs, like department wise OUs will
mm-hmm.
be there,
Or
or
regional wise, or
regional wise, region wise, the OUs will be there. So those OUs you will be syncing with your intra.
mm-hmm.
Once those OUs will sync with your intra, all the devices will come to intra, and from intra you can bring it to MDM.
Okay.
That's the thing. That's the easiest thing that you will do. The
No,
way
but in that case, no. The restriction where we get is, suppose not all the 3000 machines are coming to office regularly. Okay, suppose 1500 machines are there in office. Okay, and 1500 machines are on a remote location. Okay, or in some other office which is in remote location, where suppose IT support is not there. Okay,
Okay.
that particular location we are managing remotely. So whenever an user or whenever a bunch of users left from those from that particular location,
Mhm.
then I mean, see, if autopilot is there, means whoever comes, we can ask them to reset the device, and it will get freshly enrolled. Otherwise, if there is no IT support, how do we overcome this that situation?
Uh, See, scenario is there means autopilot scenario is there for the new devices.
Mhm.
Okay, for the devices which are coming for the first time to be enrolled in your environment. Getting
So
it? If the
okay, so
device is
existing machines we cannot do autopilot.
existing machine, how we will do autopilot?
No, if I suppose if I put my current laptop, my current company laptop's hardware hash ID into the
It won't
autopilot.
accept it. It will give the error. It will say that ZTD808 device already exists with another tenant. I will show ZTD808 error. You see this?
Mhm.
If you will upload a device which is already being managed to your autopilot here, as I did this for this device, you will give that you will get this error 808 ZTD device assigned to other tenant.
So if I want to register my laptop's hardware ID
Hmm.
into my company like tenant, okay, so I'll not be able to register my device.
So there is another method of enrollment. If you want to do the autopilot for your own device, for bring
Mhm.
your own device, so there is a bring your own device enrollment method in Intune that you can go to work or school account of your device like this.
Yeah, that okay, that I got to know.
That is the automatic enrollment. That is a mode of enrollment. So there are different modes of enrollment, and as per the requirement only, we are going to a mode of the enrollment as per the requirement.
Then existing machines we cannot do autopilot, is it?
No, existing machines we cannot do. If anybody knows about it, please let me know. I might be missing. Windows
What
Autopilot for
I
existing
have
device.
heard that you will have to, you know, reset the device
Yeah,
to
that is what.
reinstall.
Okay, fine.
Reset the device. Yeah.
I'll reset the device, but
Hmm.
resetting a device is not a big deal. User can reset a device. But the thing is
Yes,
that how do we extract
hardware
uh,
ID.
hardware IDs?
In that
There
case,
are there are some scripts which will help you to run if you are using currently say SCCM or anything.
SCCM.
so you
Yeah.
will
Yeah,
run
so there are
in.
some scripts. You have to export it, upload it, and then you it will help you. That's what I know. I'm not expert here, but that's what I
Description,
read.
yeah, means if you understand the
Yeah,
technology, you will be able to answer like this. So that's correct. That's correct thing. That's another thing that we can do.
Yeah, SCCM also
Existing
okay. We are using
devices,
so.
existing devices, they might be existing somewhere. They might be managed by some platform.
some platform,
Yeah,
right? So
SCCM if they are managed from this SCCM platform. So we can create the rule means at SCCM we can create a script at SCCM and deploy to those 300 devices. The script will consist of what? These commands, these commands, okay,
Mhm.
and it will fetch out the hardware IDs. Hardware ID will be there in the device now. Now you have to upload it. For uploading it, you can create a SharePoint center that is called the automation. You
Yeah.
you create a SharePoint center, it will connect to MG Graph, it will connect to your Intune, it will directly upload the device to your Intune.
Okay. No, that is what, and I had a question for
Then you have to
such a
do the
long
reset.
time.
Then you have to do the reset. See here, the option is there: Windows Autopilot for existing device. How we do it? Prepare device where Windows OS needs to be reinstalled for the Windows Autopilot deployment. So we have to prepare device where Windows OS needs to be reinstalled. Okay, this is the purpose, that's why we are doing it. And utilize Microsoft Configuration Manager, that is SCCM, to install a fresh Windows OS on an existing device, because existing device is always expected to be managed by some other MDM tool or some other on-premise tool. On-premise tool that exists, that is SCCM only. Other on-premise tool also exists, so it depends. Okay, it depends totally. So they will be working with ADDS as an identity management. For identity management, ADDS is a must. Okay, ADDS is very much required to manage the device. So ADDS, you can do the OU sync, and from the OU sync you can do the things. Correct, getting the idea. We will be coming to it. I'll be preparing some scenarios and we will be discussing it together. I'm also not expert in enrolling existing devices, but whatever scenarios I have seen till now, as per that I'm telling. So there are things that we won't be able to learn everything, we won't be able to see or observe everything. In your organization it might be that you are using only user driven mode, so how you will know that pre-provisioned how it works? So it's like that. But I'm aware about these things, existing devices, how we do it, autopilot reset, how we do it. Okay, so these things we will be going through. As of now, we are on it. Then we will be coming on it. What is pre-provisioning? It's a part of an user-driven mode. Okay, as of now, we have this hardware ID uploaded. We will come to SBR1. We will check that if the device came to that autopilot dynamic group or not. Autopilot test dynamic group we have created now. Members. See, it came. I haven't assigned it manually. My screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
So once it came, it means that it is here now. It's being assigned to the enrollment status page that we have created, deployment profile. It's been assigned. So what are the things that we have completed? ESP done. ZTD dynamic group creation done. Uploading hash done. Now what we have to do? Everything is done from your end as an Intune engineer. Now from the device end you have to do. You have to reset WS3 now. Until unless you won't be doing the reset, it's not going to take the image. So we will be doing the factory reset of this. We will be resetting this device. Remove everything. Local reinstall we will do it. Next. It's going to take time, guys. So till then the reset is happening. We can discuss something new or we can take break. I hope guys you are not getting bored. It was a bit interesting.
No, it is always interesting to see when you do this for the first time anywhere,
Yeah,
uploading and then seeing it in life. Yes, coming, getting this configuration apps and automatically getting deployed,
yeah, yeah.
and then it gives you a lot of confidence that yes, you can manage things. That was the first thing when I started learning. That's the first thing I had done.
No, the first thing also what I did was the autopilot upload only. I took it out means once I joined the project, I will tell the story. I joined the project, so I was there. So means I was having the theoretical knowledge, just this theory that what Intune does and all those things, not the practical thing how things happen. So my senior was there, so he told that first of all to use the device means to be in this project you have to enroll your device first means you have to enroll your device first. So what he does, he asked the AD team to create the identity for me, user and all, then assign the licenses. It took 2 to 3 days. So like that, I understood that how Intune actually works. So coming to the Intune team, I understood that how Intune works.
Yes.
So I came there, and then there was a process flow that my user was created. I was assigned to the licenses, and my manager told that what are the accesses will be given to me. So he told that the same access that I have, the same access should be copied to him. So the access and all those things will were given to me, and then later on they said that to means perform the things you should be having a device. Okay, so I was given with the my organization device, not the client device. Okay, so I enrolled my device to the Intune, my own device. So for enrolling it, I was being guided by my senior. So he guided me that you fetch out the hardware ID. So he gave me the command, I took it out the hardware ID. It was attached with the another tenant first means HCL. Okay, so it was attached with the HCL. I work with HCL, so device was a part of HCL. So first of all, I requested them that they should remove the device from their tenant. Then only I'll be assigned that device to the another tenant, or else I was getting the error that 808 error. I got that error. I went to the IT and I asked them, HCL IT, that you remove my device from your autopilot. Okay, from your platform. So they removed it. Then I waited for one more day. The device, the hardware ID got synced. It got free from all the tenant. Then I uploaded the hardware ID. I assigned the group tag to my device that I'm going to the part of this group. So then I did the reset, re-enrollment, and then like that the device was set up. Then I understood. I never asked then my senior that what to do. Whenever there is a new user coming up, they used to provide the hardware IDs to us, local IDs, that we want this device to be enrolled. I used to go on this autopilot devices section, upload the hardware IDs, tell the end users that you wait for 15 to 20 minutes, then you reset and re-enroll your device. That was all my work. 1 month I did this only, uploading hardware IDs, checking if it is failing, raising the Microsoft case, asking the Microsoft to remove it from the tenant. There might be some stale entries in the tenant. Okay, that happens. So hardware IDs, stale entries come into the Intune server, and from there, your device will be recognized that it is being managed by some other tenant. Okay, so in that case, we ask the Intune engineer to delete it from the Intune server. So they delete the device from the Intune server, understanding that the device which you are holding, it belongs to you only, not anyone else's device you are asking to remove it. So for that, we provide them the purchase order and all those things of the device. So that was the flow that I did. So in case of you, Abhishek, what happened means how you started working on Intune. If anybody works on it, just let's.
For me, it was like forced. I changed my job.
Uh-huh.
I In last year January, I changed my job. I thought I'm getting into good place,
Mm-hmm.
and I am from email background, or you can say yeah, M365 and Exchange background.
Mm-hmm.
But that did not go well, so I had to come back. So my previous company where I was working before, that guy said, "Okay, we can bring you back, but now we do not have the position. It's already filled. So if you want to take end user computing, which is laptop management, vulnerability, patch management, everything. It's not only Intune. We are a small team. So if you are okay, I said I don't know Intune. The manager said it's okay. We can learn it. Don't worry. 90% things are set up. 10% you have to manage. So I did rejoin and then I started learning. Until now, it has gone well.
So I think your manager is good.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
every manager is to that level that understand actually.
No, when I had joined 3 years back here in 2022, so that time also what happened, they gave me to work on SharePoint. I was like email security,
Uh,
but at that
Abhijit,
time I was,
it is getting recorded. I will share with your manager.
yeah. He's a very nice person. You can always. So at that time I was given chance to work on SharePoint. So I learned, and he supported a lot. So he knows that okay, anything given, I learn, I will deliver. So he had the confidence.
Yeah. So no,
So
in current scenario, actually, I am looking for job. So I actually have knowledge of Jump Cloud MDM tool, but
mhm.
in current market, the requirement is from a CCM and Intune only most of the time. So I applied at many times, but hiring manager asked that do you know Intune? I said no, but I am currently learning, but I have knowledge of MDM tool because I already have worked on Jump Cloud. So they simply say no, we are looking for Intune only or a CCM. So many times got rejected for this.
No, one thing I would suggest anyone who is looking for a change, never say that you don't know in interview. Go
Mhm.
for the interview. At least you will get the questions and then prepare for the second interview. It's
Correct.
Yeah.
just the
That's
time.
actually
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you say initially, if we say that, okay, I don't know, then you will not get even the chance to go and sit in the interview. Maximum what will happen? We go with a like already knowing factor that no, we will not be selected, but at least we will see the questions what they
Mhm.
ask, note down the questions, and then prepare that yes, these are the questions they will ask, and next interview will be a bit confident, and once you are in, then it is just I would say play around with the things. If you have the confidence, you'll learn it.
Yeah.
It's just the like just the it's that we just need to get a break. I have seen people who were having from different backgrounds. Once they got the break, they were all good,
Yeah. So
learning
that's
and
why
doing
I
things.
actually found BPIN on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So enrolled for this course.
Just one question from my side. Do we have Intune specific opening currently in the market, or do we need to learn M365 tools like email exchange and SharePoint and all?
good question, Ishan.
Yep.
So currently, if you are only knowing Intune, you might get a job, but you might not survive there.
Okay.
That's a big fact. In the organization, actually, what is happening? They are looking for a multitasking guy who knows application packaging also, who knows emailing also, who knows
Right.
Intune also. So in my organization also same thing is happening at the moment. No, there I should not say it, but there were people those who were asked to means put the papers. Okay, because they were not that much upskilled with the new technology. They were learning only SCCM. They were good at SCCM and a bit in AD, Active Directory. So there was no requirement coming up. They were on the bench. So they were asked that you put on the paper and go. We don't have the project or related activities. But if they were knowing, they would have learned Intune in that time of period. And if they would have learned any other technology in that time of period, they would have survived there in the company. Okay, now they are out of the job at the moment and they are learning the technology. So it should not be like that. Means you should be in somewhere and side by side you are doing the job. You should be learning other technology. It's not only in tune that you will survive in the company. You should be knowing the O365 also, and you should be knowing application thing that how it works, packaging also. That you will learn while working if you have the curiosity to learn.
Okay.
See, normally Be sellable. We all are trying to sell ourselves, right, in the market. So be sellable. If tomorrow, see, he is quite right. Project changes, requirement changes. Today you are on Intune, but tomorrow a new project comes and it or new requirement comes. They need some people on email, or say whole M365, SharePoint, or whatever, Intra. Rather saying no, again same thing. I don't know. I cannot do it. Keep learning. Keep up skilling. That's what people say. Keep up skilling, and you will be good. You will be at least employable. You'll remain employed, because he is very right now that that time is gone. I remember when I gave my interview in one company and I said I had no exchange. When they took interview, whatever salary I had asked, they gave me more than that, 50,000 more. I'm talking about 2014 something, because the HR mentioned it is a niche skill. Email exchange is a niche skill for us now. But now, if you go, everyone knows exchange online. Or if you don't know, I would say if you spend 10, 15, 20 days, you will know the basics. So now
Okay.
that's not a skill, niche skill anymore. So keep learning, and it will help in one way, or it will help us to remain employed. That's
Yes,
all I would say at this moment. Remain employed.
yeah, you are right. So it's the only way to survive in IT.
Correct. Because
Uh,
all these tasks slowly, I'm seeing it, at least in my environment, other environments, AI, what people are talking, we are seeing the impact.
yes,
And
in AI is actually in every part now.
yeah, yeah. Simple thing, simple example. Right now, hardware hash. Currently, somebody is sending hash file to you as an Intune administrator. You are going up and uploading. There will be an agent. They will just upload it in the agent. It will get deployed there. It will get installed or uploaded. Why do we need a person to do that job? So, like that, a small example, but this is what is happening. The accountants,
Mhm.
earlier they were saying that Excel, if you would have seen the old accountants, the way they type in Excel formulas and all, you get surprised how fast they write and they calculate things, multiple Excel sheets. But now if you go and see,
Power BI.
within not Power BI, the Copilot,
Copilot,
you
yeah,
just type,
Copilot.
you
Just
just
type.
type, this is what I want to do. I'm giving all my whatever my manager asks reports. I just put the data, and then I tell that guy, Copilot, go and do it for me. Beautifully designed
Things will
reports
come up.
with graph, with the pivot tables, and my manager is so happy. Wow, you have learned this also. Yes, yes, I learned. Why should I say that Copilot did? But slowly these things are coming.
As the things are getting advanced, we also have to be advanced, learning the new things,
Yeah, right.
sharing new ideas, talking about new ideas. So instead of investing time in talking about people, we should talk about ideas. We should discuss about ideas, and means we should gossip about ideas. We should means share these thoughts between our colleagues regarding these type of ideas. But fun is at another end. Means we should do the fun as well, but side by side we should be more focused on that thing.
Yeah, actually, there was I saw two or three openings. One was in Chennai, so there they were asking about Intune, Exchange, Active Directory, Azure AD,
Yes.
and the package was 25 to 30 lakhs CTC.
Wow. Nice.
10 plus experience was there actually.
Mm-hmm.
So another opening was in TCS, but that was only for Intune, but 6 plus experience, 6 plus years, and they were offering 12 lakh for only ITC. Sorry, Intune. So I think for experienced person Intune, so that actually for 10 plus years they were looking for Intune consultant basically. So Vipin, consultant means architecture, right?
Consultant means higher level man, means
Uh,
above it's L3 actually.
oh, okay.
It's above L3. Consultant means they will come and they will just help you to do the things. They will not even
Touch the
those
environment.
consult. They will not even touch your Intune uh,
They will speak.
configuration. They will just help you that okay, this is the problem. They will tell you from their experience, this is how you fix it. But if you tell them, okay, go and create the configuration, sorry, that is a different team.
Mhm.
Okay. Anybody else want to share some stories that how you started working on Intune?
So,
I guess.
Vipin, I am not started working, but I am learning currently because from 6 to 7 months I am jobless. So, in these 6 to 7 months, I actually tried a lot to get hired, but at current scenario, they are looking for Intune ACCM, no jump cloud. So that's actually getting very hard for me. So that's why I enroll here. Yeah.
It's getting reset. It's good that we connected at 3 p.m. Okay, resetting is happening. My screen is visible.
Yes.
Yes. Vipin, I have one more question.
Yes, yes.
Just wanted to know, like, out of curiosity,
Uh,
how does the enrollment happen in your organization?
Same way.
Like,
There are n number of enrollments happen. Means depends upon the requirement. If a user is coming up and saying that I will be I want to use my Mac OS. I want to use my Windows device, my personal Windows device for using the services. We ask the user to do the VYOD enrollment. Okay.
are you guys in a hybrid environment or
Yeah,
totally?
we have the hybrid environment. So there are some shared devices which are on the hybrid environment just
Hmm.
to because they are doing some multitasking. Those devices are doing multitasking. So just to save those data, just to hold those data, we are doing it on the hybrid also, so that the data is stored on the hybrid also on the cloud also.
Okay, so in your in your case also, there could be a lot of devices, thousands of devices, because it's a big company, right? One of the largest MNC. So there will be thousands of devices who were already in production, and you guys will re-image the device. Not you, but there will be some service desk or some IT support team who will re-image the laptops, right, with the fresh operating system installation. Does this scenario happen to your company also?
That scenario happens.
Okay, okay. So if that scenario happens, then a freshly installed machine, okay, whatever deployment tool you use, no matter what, whether it is MECM, whether it is MDT, or whether it's some other OSD tool,
Mhm.
whatever you use, when a laptop gets reinstalled, then how does the enrollment happens? So the laptop gets reinstalled, okay, it joins to the domain, uh, and suppose like obviously the bridge is connected between the Azure AD and on-premise AD, so it will obviously reflect in the Azure AD automatically. Then how does the MDM enrollment happens into Intune? Like whether it is a manual enrollment the IT support guys will do, or whether it is a GPU push.
The GPU push, because we are using network thing. You will, if you will understand, DHCP networking is there. So
Mhm.
means I might not be correct, but what I have understood, so DHCP server is there, so it will be connected with that server, and that server will tell that yeah, this device should be enrolled with MDM, and in your intra that automatic enrollment MDM part will be enabled.
Mhm.
So if
Mhm.
any device is coming to your intra with a particular user credential which is being managed by your intra, so
Mhm.
that device will show up in your MDM.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
will I
I
will
just
give you
want.
the screenshots. I will give you the screenshot examples. Okay, with that.
No, this is what we are following in our organization. So I mean the whatever fresh like installation laptops. So the enrollment happens through GPU. I mean there will be an agent, right? Intune management extension agent. So that particular extension gets pushed through GPU, and through that the MDM enrollment happens. But based on that, I had a question actually. So this is a issue with I am stuck for more than 1 month now in my company. Should I discuss about here, or I should take it offline?
We should connect a one to one. For
Okay.
that, yeah.
नहीं ठीक है क्योंकि वो फिर भी ऑफ द टॉपिक चला जाएगा तो
Yeah, it will go off the topic. Yeah. So we will take it one to one, Devar, again, no problem.
ठीक है जी.
Okay, so it's 45% taking a lot of time. So guys, should we discuss some other topic or?
Yes, please. Let's go with some other topic.
Mhm. Because I'm also feeling a bit dizzy now, looking at this.
2 hours almost you are taking the class, right?
Yeah, 2 hours I'm taking the class, and before that also I connected with two people for helping them
Mm.
out one to one. So okay, so next topic was the user driven mode. We are on it. So in the user driven mode, Microsoft Intra, both the part is there. So once you will click on it, you will see all the options. Okay. So what we have done, we will just do the recap of it. Powering on the device in certain scenarios, selecting the language and all these things will happen in the user driven mode, how it appears to the user. So it is this is the way that it appears to the user. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay, so Windows Autopilot user driven deployment can perform the following tasks during the deployment: joins the device to Microsoft Intra ID, enrolls the device to Intune, installs application, these things it does. Okay, then workflow, we have done these things. Workflow, set up Windows automatic Intune enrollment, that we have already done it. Okay, so these are the prerequisites. I have shared the link of this thing. I will prepare notes, okay, as per this with the help of AI in the pointer wise so that you can read, or I think it's good to read it from here itself. Is it okay to read it from here or should I prepare? When it comes to setup, step one, how to set up automatic enrollment, you can click and you can go and see that. Okay, now inside it also there are steps. Step one you have gone through, then step two, like this I learned, I read about it. So the same way you can follow and you can imagine the things which I have already shown in the pictorial forms, the steps that we have performed. So like that you can retain the knowledge that I am sharing at the moment, information which I am sharing at the moment. So getting guys the idea how we have to keep it in mind. You just read these things, remember these steps. So when the first steps tells you that set up Windows automatic enrollment, you imagine that we are going to the Intune portal and device enrollment, automatic enrollment we are enabling, then the enter ID we are enabling the automatic enrollment. Like that we have done the automatic enrollment enablement. Then comes the second step. We will imagine the second step accordingly, that allow users to join devices to Microsoft Intra ID. So if you will open this, Azure portal, Microsoft Intra ID, manage devices. In the device settings, you enable for all. Okay, scope tags and you enable it for all. So register device to Windows Autopilot. Then next step comes third step. So step by step, you can read and
So,
imagine.
Vipin, can you share this URL?
This URL, bro, I shared it already.
You shared it already in chat?
I have shared it. If you will scroll it, I have shared
Okay.
it already. No, no, I haven't. I haven't. Okay. Now my mind is bouncing at the moment. So I'll be just taking a break. Okay. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
it is 83%. Okay, let this be completed. Okay. Fine. We can wait. Or we can talk about something. Or means we have Abhishek also.
One question. I have one question. So we always talk about this scope tags, right, or the grouping. Both are
Uh,
same, right? The grouping, not the main group, not intra group or device group. The scope tags we always see. Uh, how does it help?
I will show you instead of
Yeah,
colon.
I never assigned anything to the scope tags.
Scope tags mainly means if you have a big group, okay,
Okay,
and inside scope, what is meaning of scope? Scope means if there is means, so what is the word we call it? Scope
Limit?
limit. Yeah, limit means
restricted.
restriction means it is just an opposite of restriction. Scope means out of something. If a particular thing is fulfilling any requirement or anything, that will be in a particular scope. Okay, scope tag, how it helps in tune.
No, okay, so say if I have a an app, right? So in assignment, I say all autopilot group. So it goes to all autopilot, but in the scope, I say Asia Pack devices. So will it help in that scenario?
Yeah, we can say
So it will
in the APAC region group. Okay, you have APAC region group, and inside APAC region, you are using other groups also. It might be other groups or users
tags.
also.
So I have one dynamic group which says all autopilot devices.
Hmm.
So I go and assign this say particular configuration or app to all
Correct,
autopilot.
correct, correct, correct. That is the scope tag.
That's the scope tag, right?
That's the scope tag.
Okay. It never actually I never needed to use it. Either I give it to all
So
or
you
I give
can,
it to.
it's mainly used in the RBAC actually. Okay. So
Mhm.
there are groups means HR manager group is there. So HR
Right.
manager group, one person or two-person in that group you will be making as admin. You will be giving admin
Mhm.
access
Mhm.
to manage other HRs
Okay.
inside that group. So that is the scope
Got it.
tag by which we define it.
Got it. Thank you.
And I was going to talk about you only means you can share about your training platform that you are planning in coming days. So
Okay. Sure. So thank you. Thanks, Vipin. So yeah, guys. So if anyone, you or from this group or from outside, if you know anyone who wants to learn about M365 complete, so say Vipin is teaching us great things about Intune. But similarly, as we just spoke, M365, SharePoint, Microsoft Teams, Exchange Online,
you are not audible.
then yeah, my connection is getting dropped. Should I stop
Hmm.
doing what I'm doing? Okay. So if any one of you want are interested, please let Vipin know, and we can provision that. So it will be like a full complete M365 training. So as we have learned in Tune, if somebody is interested in learning other stuff, other parts of M365, L1, L2 level, then we can move up to L3, L4. But we to start with, then we can discuss more about it. So let you, if you are interested, let people know about it.
It's done. Reset is done.
So we pushed the reset command from admin, right?
No, no, no. From the device end.
Uh, so it's the first time user actually login. That's why it's taking time.
No, it takes usually time because it might be we have enabled that setting na auto update,
Oh, okay,
Windows auto
okay.
update. So it's
Mhm.
updating the Windows.
So auto update feature should be enabled at the time first time, or it should be enabled later also.
No, 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 no. First time only you have to enable it. Otherwise, means so what is the benefit of doing the things?
Okay, because it's taking time, so that's why I'm asking.
By the way, Vipin, I did the secure boot thing in my environment last Monday.
Okay, I wanted to talk about it today, but my state of mind is bit exhausted at the moment. We will be talking it
I
tomorrow. Tomorrow we have again. So
Yeah, I
I
waited,
have things
waited.
ready for that. Yeah, I have things ready for that. And I was asked to perform a few things on that. We did with the help of the scripting. Okay, so we did those things.
Mhm.
I
I have
was
not
in
done
the,
anything till from a scripting. Now everything is ready in Microsoft. So I didn't touch any scripting part. It also shows me the report, how many machines got successful, how many machines are pending.
How did you apply, Abhishek?
It's just as if your machines are in tune, then what I did, there is already Microsoft has published a settings catalog. So first two options, opt in and this high confidence, opt out is disabled.
See,
And then there is one more. Yeah, now you see this is the ESP. It is installing the latest.
So we have a configuration profile for that, is it? Secure boot?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
So just apply it. First test it on few machines. Don't go and do it on all. I tested on 2 machines actually. When it got up to date, successful, then I pushed it to global.
I was checking the waves that the way which we tested. So we tested on 10 devices at the moment, then 100, then global directly. So
I have only 500 plus machine, so I can't go and so I thought, okay, test it on 2. One my own
my,
machine, one I
yeah,
have a
yeah.
test laptop.
In
But
my
how
environment, we have
no, how
20.
does it Vipin Vipin and Abhishek just want to know how does it depends on the BIOS version? Does it depend on the BIOS version of a laptop? Suppose if a BIOS version is suppose 2 version before the latest, so will it impact
And minus 2
on
means you are saying.
and suppose n minus 2, suppose one
Mhm.
version is 2.0, suppose that is running on 1.8 or 1.7 some version. So
Okay.
is there an impact if we apply the remediation on that device,
Vipin,
or
want to
or
take
the
it?
laptop has to be in the latest BIOS? So that is what I wanted to check
Say,
actually.
go on, just tell him.
Okay. See, this configuration policy when you push is first what is going to do, it is going to create 3 registry keys in the HKLM, hotkey local machine.
Okay.
So what it does, uh, what we know from the different forums and from research, those certificates are already pushed to the machines from Windows Update. So those certificates are already there on your machine at this moment. If you are using Windows 24H2, 25H2, or yeah, 24 to 25, 23, I don't know whether it's still supported or not. And after that, once you enable those keys, then it goes and it starts checking whether first thing it checks whether you have secure boot enabled on the machine or not. The secure boot certificate will be needed only when you have secure boot enabled on the machine. So that you can go and check with detection script, or if you have single machine like this, you just go and start MS Info 32. It will show you secure boot is enabled or not.
Yeah.
If it is enabled, then it will try to download and push it to the that KDB, KEI, IKEI some store, the BIOS firmware store. If it fails, then it will give you the report. Why did it fail? Whether it's a BIOS version issue or the machine issue. There are also, we have found that few machines, though, and it is available only for enterprise version, not for pro and education. So what we have also found that though machine is enterprise, earlier it was pro and later we converted into enterprise, Microsoft still considers it as a pro version. So Microsoft is working on that. But ultimately, either it will apply or it will fail. Your machine will not be impacted. That's what the research says at this moment. But it is like with no guarantee. Even Microsoft is not knowing like what will happen. But as 100 machine Vipin has done, no issues. Either it will fail or it will not, or it will update. That's it.
You have to be ready with an alternative as well. Means with
Correct.
scripting thing also you have to make it ready. That
I
should.
have done it manually for a few devices just to
Mm,
check whether how it goes. Like what Abhishek has told, it will uh, create some registry entries. So those registry
correct.
entries I have just created manually, and then you know I have rebooted few times, and then I could see in the event viewer there are few event IDs like 1799,
Nah, right.
1801. So
1801.
yes, so yeah, it got passed successfully.
Yeah.
Then I just out of fear, what I did, I created that Microsoft has given one
Hello,
detection script. So that
Correct. Correct.
detection script
Right.
I put
Bhaiya.
it in Intune, and I put on few device groups
Hello.
just to check how the machines
हाँ
are
बोलो यार.
performing, how many machines we need to actually go for the remedy. So yeah, let's
मिंत्रा
see
से कलेक्ट
how it
करने
goes.
हैं.
I tell you,
भाई मंडे को आओ,
I
मंडे को।
had few machines, around 20-30 machines were
उसमें
not
8
enabled
तारीख
with
9 तारीख दिखा रहा था।
this secure boot. We
Oh,
enabled it on 15 machines. No issue happened. One machine we enabled, it just broke. It's not booting at all. It goes in the BIOS
ARM
loop.
ARM based
that is what
device.
that is what the fear.
And thankfully, that guy was my friend. He's my colleague. He's my friend. And that guy is like, now you tell me what will you do? How will you fix it? And
So
he's sitting remote somewhere in India. And I like,
mm,
okay, what will I do? Thankfully, he fixed it back. He's a techie guy. So he told, okay, don't worry, I'll fix it. But this is what will happen when you are working on BIOS remotely. Remote thing will cause
so
issues.
Autopilot, we have done that. Now we have this user, licenses and everything is assigned. We are doing the enrollment with this user. Okay, okay, okay. This account is not there. SBR1, we will come. SBR1. We will come, we will fetch a CR account. Okay. With that account, we will try to enroll the device. Intra. Any account I get it. So what was expected to done at first, now I have to do it now. Okay, Johnny Sherman, Johnny Sherman, Johnny Sherman. 22597606. Password as well might be there as well. It's correct, na? So Johnny S at the rate M365 X 22597606 dot on Microsoft .com it is .com. This account was, how is it possible? Okay, no problem. I will create a new account. Give one more try. Wait, we will create a new user.
Maybe in autopilot, why it is asking for the account? Normally, what we do is uh, when we
Boss,
enroll the
we are doing
device.
user driven, we are doing it.
No, no. Just like in our case, what we do is when we enroll it, we just type the Windows button 5 times and it automatically
That is
starts.
pre-provisioning.
That is pre-provisioning.
That is pre-provisioning inside.
Okay, we are not doing it here.
So,
Okay, okay.
so that will skip everything. Okay, it will bring you to the desktop, the enrollment.
Hmm.
Creating a new user with my name. Okay. Location, uses location, USA. Okay, next assignment. See, it reads the password which you are giving. So you cannot say that it's not reading your personal information. Okay, successfully created the user. Now admin.
You normally use this type of method in your office or that pre-provisioning?
This type of method.
Okay.
Pre-provisioning we do it in case if it is failing. So we have assigned the licenses. It's going to take some time again to sync. Okay. How to sync the user? Anyone knows? How to sync the user identity?
Sync the user identity means
Means in intra.
it will already be there.
Well, somewhere. Okay, fine, fine.
Because
We
yeah,
sync the user from Intune, not the
correct.
user profiles. It's Vipin at the rate M365 225976 on Microsoft.com. Okay. Coming up to WS3. Done, done. Oh, just now I put in the password and forgot. So what's happening?
You need a break.
I need a break, I
We,
know.
yeah, we can discuss it tomorrow. That's It's just that now once you give that username password, it will show you your desktop. It will take
Okay,
some more
guys,
time,
then
and then
then we'll be closing for the day. Let me do
yeah,
the reset
Yeah,
of
yeah.
password. Will remember my password now. Okay.
Vipin, can you little bit explain me the difference that about this pre-provisioning and that one? What exactly, why companies are not doing this and why companies are not doing that?
Pre-provisioning part again. We will be talking about it tomorrow because next topic what we have in overview we will see here. So user driven mode we have gone through it. Autopilot user driven mode. Then
Mm-hmm.
next we have autopilot self-deploying mode. Then autopilot deployment for existing devices and autopilot reset. So inside this only we will be learning this pre-provisioning thing, that what types of requirement usually comes for the pre-provisioning, doing the pre-provisioning. Pre-provisioning is just something, if your enrollment is not working, then in my organization we do pre-provisioning in that case, or the vendor do the pre-provisioning for the zero touch
No,
auto.
in our case in TCS, we normally prefer this method. This is the default method we use. It's
Zero
not like that. If
pre-provisioning
it
mode.
is, yeah, it's not like that user driven is getting failed, then we use it. It's even in Accenture, my friend. Sorry, he's working in Accenture. They are using the same method.
Pre-provisioning, yeah, pre-provisioning good, but user-driven, what we do it so that users can see that what are the things getting installed. So it depends upon the requirement, and I might not be able to think ideas to explain you at the moment. So I'm sorry for that, but tomorrow we will surely come upon it. Please do ask your question tomorrow, this one, and
Okay, okay.
I'll be coming upon it. For sure. I asked someone to remind me. Bhargava, I asked him to remind me for pre-provisioning to discuss. Bhargava, are you
Okay.
there?
Yes, I am here.
Yeah. I requested you to just remind me. So tomorrow you remind me about it and we will just discuss it under the user-driven mode. And at the moment we are on this stage, okay, the enrollment. Now the device will appear to the user like this. Okay, user will put the credential, will come to the ESP page and see the ESP page. So it stays here only. We will be doing it tomorrow on that. Fine, guys.
Okay.
Sure, Vipin.
Anybody
Thank
have
you.
any questions?
Yeah, sure, we can.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for the day for connecting.
Thank you.
So we will upload
Thank you.
all this recording, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, Bhargava.
So you will upload this recording.
Yeah, I will upload this recording right now
Okay.
after
Okay.
2 hours.
Okay. See.
Right now.
I'm going to. I said right now. Then I realized that I have to sleep.